Today, welcome back to the Messy Hair Club. It's getting bad up top, but today we're going to talk about Zerosum.
And cats in the back.
Zerosum, social constructs with cats in the back. I'm Keith.
I'm Rod, and this is the Daily Chronicle. This is where it's not the Daily Chronicle. What am I doing?
It's not.
It is the rebranded Dad Chronicle because we're dads. And the reason that we're doing this mainly is to leave notes for our daughters and our future selves a little bit and build a community with you. And today we're going to talk about Zerosum. And I'm going to let Keith go first.
Yeah.
And I like saying
and water and shirts and hair. This has come up a lot. It came up in an interview we did yesterday with Consciously Unbiased, and we talked about social constructs recently. These ideas that have been concocted by few that have been adopted by many, which ultimately do in many ways benefit us collectively. But Zerosum is one of those that we seemingly accept based on historical reasons. There is a mentality that if I succeed, someone must fail, or if someone is succeeding, there's no room for me to do so. And it is a perpetuated mentality. And at the end of the day, when it comes to, especially today, the ability to share intellectual property, the ability to share thoughts and ideas and really create an ecosystem where your success could mean my success and we can both be successful is a real possibility. Competition breeds a mentality of zero-sum. For one to win, some must lose. But as Simon Sinek talks about in the infinite game, life is an infinite game. It is a game that has no winner and no loser. As he says, at the end of life, no one says you won life. So if you can't win life, you can lose life, but that means we all can succeed in the ways we want to succeed. I don't know if you had any thoughts on it.
I'm just gonna go home. I don't know. Yeah, you got it. What am I gonna say?
Hashtag Simon Sinek.
How have you traditionally thought about it in your life, like Zerosum?
There's a question. That is because this is where my projection of this mentality is very intellectual, because emotionally I still struggle with it. I've grown up in the corporate world where year in and year out you have sales goals, and if you're calibrated against your peers. So if you're to get high ranking, someone else has to get a low ranking. And I live in this world where,
not to mention the annual culling,
that the layoffs, and then I live in this world where for me to win a deal means another organization loses a deal. So on the day-to-day activity, there's this reinforcement in a year by year of, for me to succeed, someone else has to lose, or if someone else is succeeding, I'm losing. And it's a shift. Like, this is really hard, especially as we build our own business, to get out of that, because that mentality doesn't help us as an organization for what we're trying to do. And quite honestly, we have proven better over the last 3 years of building our platform because of lifting our partners and our friends and them helping lift us up. And we've all been, the proverbial rising tide. How about you? How is it manifested in your...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I thought about it. I think I just took all of those things as true that you just mentioned. All the things that reinforce it and just say, like you said, for me to win, you got to lose. And also, me losing is bad. It's not,
right.
It wasn't necessarily an opportunity to learn. Maybe sometimes, maybe not. But in a corporate scenario, you're trying to keep your job. So it's like, oh, if I'm rated at this level, I may not be able to come back, which is, it's a reality, but it's also, I don't know, this is something I've always questioned, especially in big corporations that have a big hiring process. When somebody's not performing well in a job, why they exit them so quickly? And it's not necessarily quickly, but exit them versus helping find them a new role in the company. I think it's that mentality of like, oh, you're not good at this job, so you got to go. It's like, well, wait, you've already invested all the interview time, all of the background check time, all of the training and onboarding. I mean, it costs hundreds of thousands. And large corporations cost a lot of money to bring somebody in, right? So why not try and find a fit elsewhere? But I think that mentality keeps us into this place where it's like, well, you can't do this, so you can't be here. Versus, wait, what else could you do here? And so yeah, I think I started to see it probably 3 or 4 years ago, and it just becomes ever present. Like as was brought up yesterday, right? The universe is expanding. It's expanding all the time, more and more rapidly, and there are more resources than we believe there to be. There's more energy, and I've got to go help my daughter. Yeah. So I'm gonna wrap it and say, Zerosum. Is this a zero-sum game or not?
And do you believe Zerosum is a mentality or a thing?